Hi, and welcome to this week's episode of Tech Geek Gamers. In this week's episode, we're revisiting the board games. Today, RoboRally. Myself, Chris, and Cory will be playing the parts of robots as we race in the rally of life or death to the first one to the flag, I guess, is the best way to describe it.
All right.
Let's go over how to play the game. Okay, so RoboRally is just that. It's a rally. We are going to play the roles of the robots. We're going to go racing across the board in sequence to flag 1, then flag 2, then flag 3. Setting up the game, each player will take their bot card, their matching bot token, and the backup memory tile for their bot. Okay. They will then place their bot on the board in the allocated location. First, you will get the board out and set up the board as described in the back of the user manual. The user manual describes different ways that you can play: expert level, beginner level, short, long, medium, number of players, suggested, that kind of thing. We are going to try out today a expert short map, I guess, where our bots will need to get to the first flag, then the second flag, and then the third flag. While moving around the board, you will encounter certain elements on the board, like pits, rotations, conveyor belts, lasers, and pushers. These will affect the bots as the game progresses. Let's talk about the board map, or how to move your bots. Let's talk about how to move your bots, okay? Every player will be dealt 9 cards. Each card will have a direction, a turn, a move, something to that effect. What we're going to do is we're going to program our robots to have 5 sequences. And we're going to put them in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots. Then each player will reveal their number 1 sequence. Everyone, based on turn sequence in the top right here, this is the order of operation. So the higher the number, the player will go first. Usually moving straight is the highest number. Each one of us will then go in order doing our sequence number 1. If your bot gets moved by another bot, it could offset the 5 patterns you've programmed in by the end of this game. After we've each activated our card, then the board activates. So your bot may move on a conveyor belt, or you may get shot by a laser on the board. If your bot ends a card or sequence and is facing another bot, you fire your personal laser and damage that bot. Okay? When your bot receives damage, you place a damage marker on one of the 9 spots. You'll notice as the damage markers progress, they eventually get to the point where it says lock. If your bot takes enough damage that a card becomes locked in position, you will have to do the exact same movement every turn until you get fixed.
Oh, that could be brutal. Okay.
So, then we would all progress through card number 2 and number 3 and so on and so forth. If you decide that your bot is overly damaged and you want to try repairing, what you can do is power down your bot. So after you've placed your cards, you're going to say, I'm powering down next turn. The following turn, you won't place any cards. Your bot will still be affected by other bots on the board, but you'll remove all damage tokens. Okay? You'll notice there's also a section called life tokens. What happens if your bot gets destroyed? You lose a life, and you go back to where your memory chip was stored. I'll get to that in just a second. So when you're destroyed, you remove all the damage markers, and you return your bot to where his last memory deposit was. Every time you pass over a flag, you will move where your memory is stored. So you can start, basically it's a checkpoint. You'll start from that flag if you're destroyed again.
How do you win?
The first person to reach the 3rd flag will be the winner.
Okay.
If you end your turn on a wrench or a wrench and hammer, that's at the end of the 5th card, you can repair 1 damage.
Okay.
If you end your turn on a wrench and hammer, you qualify for an upgrade.
Ooh.
So you can get a card from the upgrade pile, for example, the double-barreled laser, where your now bot would fire twice anytime it ends a sequence facing another bot.
Ooh.
and some of them can compound and that kind of thing.
Okay.
The only thing we're missing now is this little timer here, and that's something unique to this game that I really enjoy. And that is each player is dealt the 9 cards, and we select 5 of those cards to put them down in front of our table. Once there's only one player left who hasn't placed all 5 of theirs down, you start the hurry up timer.
Nice.
Awesome.
If
Love
the
it.
timer expires before that person has put all their 5 down, you take that person's hand and grab 5 random cards and just put them down.
What if?
Sweet.
So can you place them? What if you had like 3 cards placed?
No, you take those back and just grab 5 random cards.
Awesome. So it's about probably 30 seconds or so.
I think it's a minute almost. It's a longer timer.
Well, it is, especially if you don't let it expire and just keep rotating it. It's infinite.
I was gonna reset it. Are there any other questions?
No, this seems pretty self-explanatory.
Okay. As the game progresses, we'll go over what happens with the board. One of the confusing elements can be turning conveyor belts. And we'll go over that when the board activates.
Okay. Yeah, okay, let's play.
Okay, looks like we're ready to play.
All right, who goes first?
Me.
Why?
Why?
Because.
Whatever.
Well, what if I want to? Okay.
I'm going to go first because, okay.
Because I'm okay? All right.
It doesn't really matter who goes first because we all go at the same time.
Yes. that
Okay,
does kinda make
so let's
sense.
get our cards.
Let's do this.
So we'll start by dealing each player 9 cards. Dead space, dead air.
Can I start looking at this now or what?
Sure, you get that little shortcut. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 4,
1, 2,
5,
3,
6,
4,
7,
5, 6, 7,
9.
8, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9.
Each player has 9 cards. We're now going to program 5 sequences. You'll notice I've placed
That's
your bot
me,
in one
right?
of the 3 positions. There's mine, there's Chris's, and there's Cory's. We are all facing forward. Our little token has a little arrow pointing which way they're facing, and you will turn 90 degrees or so. I will let you know, because I made a mistake the first time I played, that the yellow things are walls,
So you can't go through them.
and they will stop you.
Oh,
So-
that's what a wall does.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So if you want to plan out the 5 sequences that will take place in this turn. Program your register.
Okay.
Notice we're trying to get to the first flag, which is around some walls and through some stuff.
You serious? Yep. I don't have a... Damn it!
Yeah.
Okay, when you're done, throw your cards in the pile. And then if
Start the timer.
we start the timer.
Yeah. This is really weird. Okay.
So you notice there's an element of luck that you may not get the cards you need to program the sequence you're hoping for.
Yeah. Let's go with this one for shits and giggles.
Okay, see, you made it under the timer.
Well
It's a pretty
done.
long timer.
Ooh, actually, that gets intense with that timer.
Okay, we'll play with the timer then. As this is your
Okay, I need
first
a moment
game.
here. Okay. Got the shakes. Okay.
Okay, so we are going to flip your card.
Okay.
Then we compare the green number in the top right corner.
770.
830, 810.
810.
So mine is the highest. I
Wow.
move my 3 spaces. Then Cory's, he will move forward 3 spaces. And then Chris moves
2.
forward 2 spaces. Any of the actions on the board will go. So conveyor belts go first. Cory, the face palm says it all right now and why you're going to love and hate this game.
I think I counted wrong.
So conveyor belts move 1 space. Express conveyor belts move 1 space. Then conveyor belts move 1 space. So the blue one will actually move you 2 spaces.
2 spaces.
Yellow one will move you 1
Okay.
space. Then the pushers push. That's these guys around the board. You'll notice they have a number on them. 1, 3, 5. This one over here is 2, 4. Those only push in the associated register.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Then gears will rotate 90 degrees. They'll have an arrow telling you which way you're going to rotate. I think there's another gear there. So
Got
you'll
it.
actually just spin your guy. Of note, that may get confusing, and there's only one on this board, is this little merge here, where the conveyor belt changes your direction.
Interesting.
Actually, there's a few change directions. And what happens is basically if your robot is facing out of the conveyor belt, when it goes around the corner, it continues facing out. So it's going to turn 90 degrees in the direction of the conveyor belt.
Okay.
We'll get to that when it
Cool.
happens.
Okay.
No actions this time.
Now the board and robots fire lasers. Nobody's shot by any of those. And then robots can touch flags and place archive markers, which means if right now you could have reached flag 1,
Yeah.
and that would have been successful.
Got it.
Whereas the repair kind of stuff only happens at the end of the 5th sequence.
What's a vault?
The vault is the name of this board, so that you can easily pick out the board that you can build.
I'll stop asking questions.
We can let you know what's great about this game is that the game includes many different boards, and you can combine them together to make massive
Right, and
races.
we chose a short game
on an expert board.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Because Chris and I have never played this game.
Never.
We figured that would be a
This
good
board has everything: pushers, lasers, conveyor belts, turners, upgrades.
And if you've seen any of our previous board game episodes, you know that it's very likely that Cory and I are going to die very quickly.
idea. Yes, I thought maybe, but I checked my cards and I'm okay.
Okay, so now we reveal the second card.
Okay.
Compare the number in the top right: 760, 610,
230.
230. So my bot will move forward 2. And then
1.
Cory will move his forward 1.
Nope, that's not me. How would
Yeah.
I'll take
You
charge
take
of my
over
own
your own
roll.
Okay. I rotate to the left.
I got that for you.
Thank you.
Right on. Nothing happens board element wise.
Okay,
Move on to the third card. 270.
250.
580.
Chris will move forward 1.
Excellent.
Then I will rotate left. And Cory.
Rotate left.
Uh-oh.
Mark.
So now my laser shoots Cory in the back.
Ah!
Your first damage.
So there's obviously no range on the laser.
Full line of sight.
Yeah.
So end to end,
Walls will
Walls
stop
would
it.
except for walls, of course.
That's
but
right, yeah.
wow, that's a powerful laser.
Okay, now we move on to the
laser.
fourth card. 560.
440.
220.
Okay, so I move forward 1. And then Cory moves backward 1 and pushes my bot.
Ah.
And then Chris.
Rotate to the right.
Well, I'll be.
Ha ha! Nice play, Cory.
Nice combo, gents. So Chris's laser fires and hits me. My laser fires and hits Cory. And we move on to the 5th card. Mine's not looking so good because I got pushed. Well played, Cory. Okay, 340.
590.
20.
Chris will move forward 1. I will rotate right.
And I will do a U-turn.
Cory will pull a U-turn, and you'll both shoot me. Nice, well-planned
Totally
gang up,
planned
gents.
I didn't have a turn right. So I was like, I have a turn left and
Might as
back
well
up. That
U-turn.
works.
Okay, great. So that's the end of the turn. If anybody was on a wrench, they could get a repair right now, or an upgrade at a hammer and wrench. If any of your cards were locked in place, you would leave them there now. Otherwise, discard them all. Now, each player,
All, like including the ones we...
yeah, including the discard
Oh
ones,
no, I kept ones. Oh.
you can't save cards for the next round.
Okay.
So now, based on damage, you will get less cards. Chris is undamaged. He will still receive 9 cards. Cory has received 2 damage, so he'll only get 7 cards. And I've received 3 damage, so I'm only going to get 6 cards to choose from. And then we will start the programming of our bots. Okay, start the timer.
It gets
Does
intense.
this
doesn't
block or is this?
No, you can walk right over
Okay.
that. No problem. You can walk right over the flag. If you end up on the flag at the end of any card, you will move your memory chip up to that flag. And
Okay.
okay.
Oh,
discard
that
the
is
rest.
intense.
Like that a lot. Okay.
Okay.
First card, 10.
70.
530.
So Chris will move first. Move forward 1.
Yeah.
Cory.
Rotate left.
And
Mark,
I've
you
got a
turned
U-turn.
me. You bastard!
So Chris and Mark shoot each other.
Pew.
Cory gets away
Oh.
scot-free.
I meant to announce a power down. Oops.
Oops.
Oopsies. So next card. 430.
720.
Ooh, rotate left.
Cory moves ahead 2. I will back up, and Chris will rotate
And I
left.
take another shot.
And I'll shoot you again.
Bastard!
Okay.
Next card. 130.
320.
660.
Chris, you'll go first.
Ooh, and Chris gets to save here, doesn't he?
No, it's the second flag. He needs to get to the first flag.
Oh, okay.
And then
So,
the second.
all
And
right.
then he can keep
Mm.
passing along that way.
I was
Cory?
rotate right.
And I am rotate left.
Okay.
Next card.
490.
570.
490. I'm second.
I move forward 1.
2.
I rotate right.
Okay. Now, I'm on a pusher. The
Wait.
pusher is 1, 3, and 5, so it doesn't actually push on this fourth card here.
Good planning.
Well
Fluke.
done.
We'll call it fluke. So the last card.
820.
Chris,
630.
Go ahead.
1, 2, 3.
And Cory.
1.
And then I will move 1 as well.
Nothing happens.
Nothing exciting.
Well, there was some good combat there between Mark and I.
I like that pew pew action. 5, that's it? Okay, great. So I have to use all these cards. Okay.
You just gotta figure out what order they're in.
Yep, pretty much.
You got...
Okay. And I think this is the point where I would announce the power down. So next turn I won't be dealt any cards, and I will remove all damage from myself. Start the timer.
Ah! Pressure's on!
Dun 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 dun.
You're running out of time. Running out of time.
Dun 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 dun. If anyone else wants to announce power down, they could.
So the
And
power down would occur after this sequence.
Yeah, we're still going to run out these 5 cards. Then next turn you won't be dealt any cards, and you'll just be sitting as a dud next turn. The reason I say it is because once one person kicks it off, the other people might decide, well, if he's not going to do anything, maybe I don't want to do anything. And then sometimes you'll see that everyone powers down.
No, I'm going for it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
great.
First card.
First card. 170.
50.
420.
Chris, you'll go first.
I rotate to the right.
And then I will rotate to the left.
And I will do a U-turn.
Bam, bam.
What?
And you two shoot each other.
Pew.
And then...
Maybe we should have powered down.
Next card.
400.
380.
520.
Chris is first.
I move forward 1.
Then Cory.
Rotate to the right.
And then me. Rotate to the right.
And I
And
shoot Cory.
Chris.
Yes!
Cory
I want to
again.
get locked.
Next card.
840.
110.
150.
How about her, Cory?
1, 2, 3.
Ooh, well played.
Then I rotate left.
Okay, and then I rotate left as well.
And
Nothing happens.
Next.
Oh my god, I think I... Oh no, Cory, you did bad math.
360.
690.
510.
Go ahead, Chris. Then Cory.
1, 2.
1.
And then me. Rotate right. Oh my god! Okay, next card.
Move 600.
240.
620.
Oh, Mark falls
Oh,
down.
look at
a
that.
pit. So what happens there? You just
So I'm destroyed.
completely destroyed.
I lose a life.
Oh my god.
I am moved to my memory.
Oh,
I can face any way I want.
Oh, but... Okay.
Okay. I can choose to stay powered down if I want. And I do.
Which would then remove all the...
It's going to get rid of all my damage at the start of
Okay.
my turn.
Cool.
Chris, did you move?
No, I didn't. So I get to move second, and I move up 1.
And then Cory rotates right.
Even though I had to move forward, but I thought I was already at the wall.
That close. That close.
So
So has anyone got a locked? Not yet.
no.
No.
What happens again on the
Chris
wrench and
can repair and get an upgrade.
repair and get an upgrade?
Yes. Discards 1 damage and draws 1 option card.
Look at me being awesome. Yes.
And your upgrade is?
Double barrel laser.
Oh, I didn't shuffle. Put it back in shuffle.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right.
damn it. That would have been awesome. That would have been a double pew pew. All right, well, that's done with those.
Okay. You can toss those.
I
Fire
get a
control.
Fire control. So whenever your robot hits another robot with its main laser, instead of doing damage, you may choose one of the target robot's registers and lock it, or choose one of that player's options and destroy it. The player can't discard an option to avoid this effect.
Okay.
Cool.
So
So
you have
that means
precision
I can
targeting, yeah.
shoot.
So basically, the damage you put on will go on one of these lock spots. If you like.
Very cool. So I'll leave that right there.
Wow, you're going to almost come close to letting the timer go, aren't you?
That was close. See, told you we needed to use
We
the timer.
need the timer. Okay. So you guys are powering down. Discard your cards and your damages, and you get dealt no cards.
Thank goodness.
Now you're just easy pickings for me. I think.
Way all the way over there,
Maybe
yonder. How'd you get there so quick?
Because I'm awesome. Now the real question is, should the timer be going?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it should. There's everybody else's cards are done.
You guys are dirty cheaters.
No. I think the rules state when the last player needs to.
Chris
really
and I cards are
last.
selected.
Yeah.
TikTok. Well, that's really disadvantageous.
Let's see how that goes.
All right, we'll just let that run. What you doing, Mark?
Okay, so first one is move 3. I did it! I caught up to you guys.
Yay! Clearly, you can tell who's sportsmanlike and who isn't.
The next one is rotate left. Oh, hello, friend.
Shoot him in the face!
Pew pew. Oh, we.
Alright, first card.
First card.
Rotate right.
Move forward
Forward
2. 1,
Pew
2.
pew.
Okay.
Next
so,
card.
hang on.
Conveyor belt moves you forward 1.
Move forward 1.
Yep.
Okay.
Next card. Rotate right.
Rotate left.
Move
You
forward
had it!
3
Oh!
spaces. 1,
Oh,
2, 3.
God.
Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, yeah.
The problem is
Conveyor
I don't
belt
get any
moves you
closer
again.
than that.
Then I move again.
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe you gotta move 3.
Move
Rotate right.
1.
Forward 2.
Move forward 1.
Rotate right! Oh, I can't scramble
Can't
your
scramble
last
me,
card,
though.
but I can still shoot you.
Yeah, I'll take it. Oh no, that's bad.
Oh, could be.
U-turn.
Oh, wow.
Left.
Rotate left.
After U-turn.
Left. Great.
Oh, this is getting
This
close.
is intense. Corey's got one locked.
Okay. I can win this.
So you need a U-turn.
No, I need a
He
backup.
needs a
A
backup.
backup. Yeah, backup would just get it.
A backup
That's
will
my
win.
garbage.
Oh,
Backup for the win.
Backup
will win.
for the win. I need a 1 forward, then
this
a
is
rotate
intense.
right. 1, 2.
Okay. If you got a backup, throw it down, Corey.
So-
Because there's nothing we can do. Well done, sir.
Ah, no way! Balls!
Let's see if
All right, let's see who gets second then.
Rotate
Oh well,
right.
yeah. Let's see if I can also screw people up though.
Forward 1. Oh, yeah, you can make it further than I can, Chris.
Okay, you ready for this? I won.
Okay, so we'll see who gets second place.
Okay.
And then, oh no, we'll do that and then that. Okay.
Okay. Show your first card, Chris.
Okay, my first card is move 1.
Okay, second card.
Is rotate right.
Move forward 1. Oh, what's the number?
Perfect.
530. So I go first. Oh my god.
And then I push you out of the way.
And I rotate right.
And you shoot me.
Wow, I really screwed you up.
Next
And
card.
then I move 3.
Oh, and then this.
Rotate left.
right.
1, 2, 3.
Now I shoot you, Cory.
Oh.
But I'll scramble your next card.
Ooh. That could actually be better. It is better. For you.
Move
And
one.
then I U-turn
I got nothing.
just for fun.
And
And then I shoot Chris. And then I rotate left.
And then I back up.
what do you mean you rotate? You don't.
I moved one. And then I rotate left.
Oh, and then I U-turn, so I shoot you.
Yeah.
And then I back.
Pure bedlam.
All right. So Cory won.
And I got last place.
I got second. Mark didn't even reach the third
I didn't
flag.
finish the race. Alright.
That actually, I was like, "There's no way I could win," and then just the way that I knew I was going to be able to push
It was
you, but
that
I
push
didn't.
3.
I didn't know how everything else was
Clutch.
gonna. I didn't even get a power up.
Nope.
It didn't. Well, it was fun to use my power up because I got to like target the locking system, but I don't know. Didn't really play into the outcome that much. No
So, thoughts?
thoughts.
Chris?
Fun, quick game, cool strategy. Makes you think. Holy, like there was a couple times I'm like, oh yeah, this is totally gonna work, and I'm like, oh damn, I forgot about the conveyor belt, and then on that last play, I used the conveyor belt to actually get me to where I needed to. So that was really cool. I do think 8 players though would just be
Bedlam.
like, oh, that would be really really fun. Yeah. This is definitely one of those games. The more players, I think, the more fun it would be.
I think this was really fun. I think you're right, but I think at the same time, depending on the players, it could go to a level where it's so chaos, and with 8 people, the game could take hours.
Yeah, but that's what the timer is for.
Right, but I'm saying that because of the timer.
Yes, you'd have like a lot of like random
stuff, right? And the timer only
sequences.
activates on the last person, right?
Yeah.
So with 8 people taking their time going through. So I actually liked, like 4 or 5 people I think would, for this map, on a bigger map, 8 people could be spectacular.
Yeah, well there's a couple of games that we've played in the past where if you go to the max, which in this case is 8, it actually sometimes does take away from it, and usually like that 4 or 5 number is kind of like the sweet spot.
But I like this. This is like a must purchase game.
I'm really happy to have added this one to my collection.
I would definitely say.
Especially for those nights when you have too many people. You can't play that 5-player game.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing. It's a good one to bust out. And super fun and frustrating.
Yeah.
Definitely frustrating at times. And a lot of the fun part about this is the replay value. I mean, you use a different map every time.
For sure.
You can use this map a million times, and you're still never going to, because the cards are random, right?
Another variation is where you can actually have each player start with power-ups, and that totally changes the game and that kind of thing. So, you know, make it your own, which is great and pretty much a definite purchase.
Yeah. All right, that's it for this week's episode of Tech Geek Gamers. Make sure you share, like, subscribe. Also, check out Starlit Citadel at starlitcitadel.com, I believe, where we picked up this board game. We also have a promo with them. That promo is below.
Yeah, check them out. If you've tuned into this episode, you'll probably like everything on their site. We're glad to be partnered with them and look forward to doing future episodes with them as a sponsor/partner. Bye!